King Hamlet is dead, but his ghost returns at night to tell his son, Prince Hamlet, of his foul murder by the prince's uncle. The ghost demands revenge by the prince on the usurper, King Claudius, now married to the prince's mother, Queen Gertrude, who is innocent of the plot to take the throne from Hamlet. There is something rotten in the state of Denmark.
And now, good friend, give me one poor request.
What is it, my lord? I will.
Never make known what you have seen tonight. The ghost and his words will remain secret.
In faith, my lord, not I. Propose the oath, my lord.
Never speak of this that you have seen. Swear by my sword.
I swear. O day and night, this is wondrous strange.
And therefore, as a stranger, give it welcome. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy. I have heard that guilty creatures sitting at a play have, by the very cunning of the scene, been struck so to the soul that presently they have proclaimed their malfactions. For murder, though it hath no tongue, will speak with most miraculous organ. I'll have these players play something like the murder of my father before mine uncle. I'll observe his looks. I'll tent him to the quick. If he do blench, I know my course. The play's the thing wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king.
Polonius says, my dear Gertrude, he hath found the head and source of all your son's distemper.
I doubt it is no other than the main. His father's death and our poor hasty marriage.
Well, we shall sift it.
My liege and madam, to expostulate what majesty should be, what duty is. Why, day is day, night, night, and time is time. We're nothing but to waste night, day, and time. Therefore, since brevity is the soul of wit, and tediousness the limbs and outward flourishes, I will be brief. Your noble son is mad. Mad call I it, for to define true madness, what is it but to be nothing else but mad? But let that go.
More matter with less art.
Madame! I swear I use no art at all. That he is mad, 'tis true. 'Tis true, 'tis pity, and pity 'tis true. A foolish figure, but farewell it, for I will use no art. I have a daughter, she is mine, who in her duty and obedience mark hath given me this. Now gather and surmise. To the celestial and my soul's idol, the most beautified Ophelia. Ugh. That is an ill phrase, a vile phrase. Beautified, it is a vile phrase, but you shall hear.
Came this from Hamlet to her?
But how hath she received his love?
And my young mistress thus I did beseech. Lord Hamlet is a prince out of thy stars. This must not be. And he repelled a short tale to make, fell into a sadness, thence into a fast, thence to a watch, thence to a weakness, and thence to a lightness, and by this declusion into a madness where now he raves, and all we mourn for.
Do you think 'tis this?
It may be. Very like.
Sweet Gertrude, leave us too, for we have closely sent for Hamlet hither, that he may, as 'twere by accident here, affront Ophelia.
I shall obey you. For your part, Ophelia, I do wish that your good beauties be the happy cause of Hamlet's wildness. so shall I hope that your virtues will bring him to his wonted ways again, to both your honors.
Madam, I wish it may. Ophelia, walk you here. Gracious, so please you, we will bestow ourselves. Read on this book. I hear him coming, my lord. Let's withdraw.
To be, or not to be. That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them. To die, to sleep, no more, and by sleep to say we end the heartache and the 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life, but that the dread of something after death. The undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than to fly to others we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sickled o'er with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pitch and moment, with this regard, their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action. Soft you now, the fair Ophelia. Nymph, in thy orisons be all my sins remembered.
Good my lord, how does your honor for this many a day?
I humbly thank you. Well,
My lord, I have remembrances of yours I have longed to redeliver. I pray you now receive them.
no, not I never gave you up.
My honored lord, you know right well you did. And with them words of so sweet breath composed has made the things more rich. Their perfume lost. Take these again, for to the noble mind rich gifts wax poor, when givers prove unkind. There, my lord.
Are you honest?
My lord?
Are you fair?
What means your lordship?
That if you be honest and fair, Your honesty should admit no discourse to your beauty.
Could beauty, my lord, have better commerce than with honesty?
Aye, truly. For the power of beauty will sooner transform honesty from what it is to a bawd than the force of honesty can translate beauty into his likeness. This was sometime a paradox. But now, time gives it proof. I did love you once.
Indeed, my lord. You made me believe so.
You should not have believed me. For virtue cannot so inoculate our old stock, but we shall relish of it. I loved you not.
I was the more deceived.
Get thee to a nunnery. Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? I myself am indifferent, honest. But yet I could accuse me of such things that it were better my mother had not borne me. I am very proud, revengeful, ambitious, with more offenses at my beck than I have thoughts to put them in, imagination to give them shape, or time to act them in. What should such fellows as I do, crawling between earth and heaven? We are errant knaves, all. Believe none of us. Go thy ways to a nunnery!
What would a noble mind his hero throne? The courtiers, scholars, soldiers, eye, tongue, sword, the expectancy and rose of the fair state, the glass of fashion, and the mold of form, the observed, of all observers, quite down, and I, of ladies most dejected and wretched, that suck the honey of his music vows, now see that noble and most sovereign reason right. Sweet bells jangle out of time and harsh, that unmatched form and stature of blown youth, blasted with ecstasy. Oh, woe is me, to have seen what I have seen. Now see what I see.
Give me some light! Away.
Oh, good Horatio, I'll take the ghost word for 1,000 pounds. Didst receive?
Very well, my lord.
Upon the poisoning.
I did very well note him.
Leave me, my friend. I will call upon you again. 'Tis now the very witching time of night, when churchyards yawn and hell itself breathes out contagion to this world. Oh, now I could drink hot blood and do such bitter business as the day would quake to look upon. Soft. Now to my mother. O heart, lose not thy nature. Let not ever the soul of Nero enter this firm bosom. Let me be cruel, not unnatural. I will speak daggers to her, but use none.
Oh, my offense is rank, it smells to heaven. And hath the primal eldest curse upon it, a brother's murder. Pray can I not, though inclination be as sharp as will. A stronger guilt defeats my strong intent. My fault is past. But oh, what form of prayer can serve my turn? Forgive me my foul murder? Try what repentance can it not? Yet what can it when one cannot repent?
Now I might do it, Pat. Now he's a praying. And now I'll do it. And so he goes to heaven. And so I am revenged. That will be scanned. A villain kills my father, and for that I, his sole son, do this same villain send to heaven? This is higher in salary, not revenge. No. Up, sword, and no more horrid hint when he is drunk asleep, or in his rage, or in the incestuous pleasure of his bed, at game a swearing or about some act that has no relish of salvation in it. Then trip him, that his heels may kick at heaven, and his soul be as damned and black as hell, whereto it goes.
Words fly up. My thoughts remain below. Words without thoughts never to heaven go.
He will come straight. Look you, lay home to him. Tell him his pranks have been too broad to bear with. Pray you, be round with him.
Mother, mother, mother.
I'll warn you. Fear me not. Withdraw. I hear him coming.
Now, mother. What's the matter?
Hamlet, thou hast thy father much offended.
Mother, you have my father much offended.
Come, come. You answer with an idle tongue.
Go, go, you question with a wicked tongue.
How now, Hamlet?
You are the queen, your husband's brother's wife, and were it not so, you are my mother.
What will I do? Thou wilt not murder me! Help! Oh! What? How?
How now? A rat? Dead for a ducat! Dead!
I have been slain! What hast thou done?
Nay, I know not. Is it the king?
Oh, what a rash and bloody deed is this!
A bloody deed almost as bad, good mother, as kill a king and marry with his brother.
Kill the king.
Aye, lady, it was my word. Thou wretched, rash, intruding fool. Farewell. I took thee for thy better. Take thy fortune. Thou find'st to be too busy is some danger.
Where is my father?
Dead.
To hell, allegiance! Vows to the blackest devil! Let come what comes, only I'll be revenged for my father most thoroughly!
Why, now you speak like a good child and a true gentleman. That I am guiltless of your father's death, and am most sensibly in grief for it.
How now, what noise is that? Oh, heat. Dry up my brains. Tears 7 times salt burn out the sense and virtue of mine eye. By heaven, thy madness shall be paid with weight till our scale turn the beam. Rose of May. Dear maid. Kind sister. Sweet Ophelia. Oh heavens, is possible a young maid's wits be as mortal as an old man's life? They bore him barefaced on the bier. Hey, naughty, hey, naughty, and his favorite many a tear. Fare you well, my dove. Hadst thou thy wits and didst persuade revenge, I could not move thus.
There's rosemary. That's for remembrance. Pray you, love, remember. There's pansies. That's for thoughts.
A document in madness, thoughts and remembrances fitted.
There's fennel for you, and columbines. There's rue for you, and some for me. We may call it Derby Grace's Sundays. You must wear your rue with a difference. There's a daisy. I would give you some violets, but they withered all when my father died. They say he made a good end. For bodies they grow is all my joy.
Thoughts and afflictions, passion, hell itself, she turns to favor and to prettiness.
His beard was as white as snow. All flaxen was his bow. He's gone. He is gone. We cast away. Moan, Lord, have mercy on his soul. And of all Christian souls, I pray you, God be with you.
Do you see this? Oh God.
What letter is given to me? I know not from what part of the world I should be greeted, if not from Lord Hamlet. It must be he has arrived in England. Horatio. Here we were 2 days at sea, when a pirate, of very warlike appointment, gave us chase. Finding ourselves too slow of sail, we put on a compelled valor, and in the grapple I boarded them. On the instant, they got clear of our ship, and so I alone became their prisoner. They have treated me like thieves of mercy, and I am to reward them in turn. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern still go to England. At my return, I have words to speak in thine ear which will make thee dumb. Yet are they much too secret for this letter. I have much to tell thee. Farewell, Hamlet. I will meet with Prince Hamlet when he arrives and hear the story of his strange fate.
Laertes, I must commune with your grief. When Hamlet is returned and you are come home, we shall put on those shall praise your excellence and wager on your heads. With a bit of shuffling, you may choose a sword unbaited, and in a passive practice requite him for your father.
I will do it. And for that purpose, I'll anoint my sword with this contagion, that if I gall him slightly, it may be death.
Let's further think on this. When he calls for drink, I'll have prepared him a chalice for the nonce, whereon but sipping, should he escape your venom stuck, our purpose may hold there. Stay, what noise?
One woe doth tread upon another's heels. So fast they follow. Your sisters drowned, Laertes.
Drowned? Where?
There is a willow, grows askant the brook that shows its hoar leaves in the glassy stream. Therewith fantastic garlands did she make of crowflowers, nettles, daisies, and long purples, which liberal shepherds give a grosser name, but our cold maids do dead man's fingers call them. There on the pendant boughs, her crowned weeds clambering to hang, an envious sliver broke, and down her reedy trophies and herself fell into the weeping brook. Her clothes spread wide, and mermaid-like a while they bore her up, which time she chanted snatches of old louds, as one incapable of her own distress, or like a creature native and endue into that element. The long it could not be, till that her garments heavy with their drink pulled the poor wretch from her melodious lay to muddy death.
Too much of water hast thou, poor Ophelia. Therefore I forbid my tears.
Let's follow, Gertrude. How much I had to do to calm his rage. Now fear I this will give it start again. Therefore let's follow.
If you when I did love, he thought it was very sweet to contract the time for my be over. Me thought there was nothing to meet.
Has this fellow no feeling of his business? He sings in grave making.
Custom hath made it in him a property of easiness.
But age with his stealing steps has clawed me in his clutch, and has shaped me into the land as if I'd ever been such. For and a shrouded sheep, oh, a pit a plate for to be made for such as a guest is me. A pit a plate for to be made for such as a guest is me.
Whose skull have you?
A pestilence on him for a mad rogue. He brought a flag and a fine fish on me head once. Oh, this same skull, sir, was Sir Yorick's skull. The King's Jester.
This?
Mean that?
Let me see. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio, a fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. He hath borne me on his back 1,000 times, and now, how abhorred in my imagination it is. My gorge rises at it. Here hung those lips, that I have kissed I know not how often. Where be your jibes now? Your gambols? Oh, your songs! Your flashes of merriment that were wont to set the table on a roar! Not one now to mock your own grinning? Quite chapfallen. Oh, prithee, Horatio, tell me one thing.
What's that?
Dost thou think Alexander looked at this fashion of the earth?
Even so.
And smelt so? Pah! Oh!
Even so, my lord.
Now the king drinks to Hamlet. Come, begin. And you, judge, bear a wary eye.
Come on, sir.
Come, my lord.
What? No! Judgment?
A hit, a very palpable hit.
Well,
Again!
Stay. Give me drink. Hamlet, this pearl is thine. Here's to thy health. Give him the cup.
I'll play this about first. Set it by a while. Come. Another hit. What say you?
A touch, I do confess it.
Our son shall win.
He is scant of breath. Here, Hamlet, take my napkin, rub thy brow. The queen carouses to thy fortune, Hamlet.
Good madam.
Gertrude, do not drink.
I will, my lord. I pray you pardon me.
Poisoned cup. It is too late.
Come for the third, Laertes. You do but dally. I pray you pass with your best violence. I'm afraid you make a wanton of me.
Say you so.
Come on! Nothing, nothing. Neither way. How does the queen?
She swoons to see them bleed.
no! No! The drink! The drink! Oh, my dear Hamlet! The drink! The drink! I am poisoned.
Oh, villainy!
not half an hour's life. The treacherous instrument is in thy hand, unbaited and envenomed. The foul practice hath turned itself on me. Lo, here I lay, never to rise again. Thy mother is poisoned. Again no more. The king's to blame.
The point in venom too? Then venom to thy work! Here, thou murderous, incestuous, damned dame! Follow my mother.
He is justly served. It is a poison tempered by himself. Exchange forgiveness with me, noble Hamlet. Mine and my father's death come not upon thee, nor thine on me.
Heaven make thee free of it. I follow thee. I am dead, Horatio. Wretched queen, do. You that look pale and tremble at this chance, that are but mute or audience to this act. Had I but time, as this fell Sergeant Death is quick in his arrest, oh, I could tell you, but let it be. Horatio! I am dead. Thou livest. Report me in my cause, a right to the unsatisfied.
All this, can I truly deliver? Now cracks the noble heart. Good night, sweet prince. Flights of angels sing thee to thy rest.